Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The DTC P0088, signaling fuel rail pressure too high, is a significant diagnostic trouble code that indicates the fuel rail is experiencing excessive pressure. In vehicles like the Honda Pilot, from model years 2016 to 2022, this condition can lead to engine performance issues, fuel inefficiency, and potential long-term damage to the fuel system. The fuel rail pressure sensor plays a critical role in monitoring the pressure within the fuel rail, which delivers fuel to the engine's injectors. Located in the engine bay, the sensor reports the fuel pressure to the Powertrain Control Module, PCM, which adjusts fuel delivery accordingly. If the pressure exceeds specified thresholds, the PCM triggers the P0088 code, prompting immediate attention. Proper acknowledgement of this error is essential to prevent further complications in the vehicle's operation. The error described by DTC P0088 indicates that the fuel rail pressure sensor is detecting excessively high pressure levels within the fuel rail. This sensor is essential for delivering the accurate amount of fuel needed for optimal engine performance. Its specific location in the engine bay allows it to monitor the pressure of the fuel that has been pressurized by the high-pressure fuel pump before it enters the injectors. Functioning correctly, this sensor ensures that the engine receives neither too much nor too little fuel, which could result in a range of performance problems and failures. When the fuel pressure is too high, not only does it create a risk of damage to the fuel injectors and other components, but it also signifies possible underlying issues with the fuel delivery system. Hence, understanding the role and location of the fuel rail pressure sensor is vital for troubleshooting. Several potential causes can lead to the activation of DTC P0088. Firstly, a faulty fuel rail pressure sensor may give incorrect readings, reporting high pressure when the actual pressure is normal. This situation could arise from internal damage or corrosion within the sensor. Secondly, issues with the high-pressure fuel pump could lead to excessive fuel being delivered to the rail, elevating the pressure, which may require replacement if faulty. Lastly, wiring or connection problems can also contribute to this DTC. Any loose connections or damaged wiring can result in inaccurate sensor readings or electrical signals. In troubleshooting this code, it is essential to inspect each of these potential causes thoroughly, as they directly impact the vehicle's overall performance and safety. Various symptoms may manifest when DTC P0088 is active. One prominent symptom is rough engine idling, which usually occurs due to inconsistent fuel delivery or combustion. Furthermore, drivers may experience poor acceleration response, as an incorrect fuel pressure leads directly to engine performance problems. Additionally, the check engine light will illuminate to inform the driver of the detected issue, indicating that immediate diagnostics are necessary. Other possible symptoms could include stalling, decreased fuel efficiency, and unusual fuel odors, all linked to improper fuel delivery. Recognizing these symptoms is essential for timely intervention, as prolonged driving under such conditions can lead to severe engine damage or inefficient operation. The first troubleshooting step for DTC P0088 involves verifying the current problem with the engine running. Begin by recording all freeze data and onboard snapshots using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS. This data provides critical insights into the performance parameters at the time the DTC was generated. After capturing this data, switch the vehicle's ignition to the on position, but do not start the engine yet. From there, utilize HDS to clear the DTC, which resets the system and prepares it for further diagnostics. Start the engine afterward and hold the RPM at 3,000 with no load until the radiator fan activates, indicating the system is stable. Following this, select the direct injection fuel pressure test in the HDS inspection menu to gather further data regarding the fuel system responses. Assessing these parameters will help determine whether DTC P0088 is still indicated or if it has changed. During the second step of troubleshooting DTC P0088, a test drive of the vehicle is necessary to verify the problem under operating conditions. Drive the vehicle for several minutes while monitoring specific parameters as recorded in the freeze data. These include engine speed, vehicle speed, manifold absolute pressure, MAP sensor readings, throttle position, TP, and accelerator position, APP sensor values, engine coolant temperature, ECT sensor readings, and various fuel pressure metrics. Observing these metrics allows for critical evaluation of the system while it's under load, ensuring that all components function correctly together. After completing the test drive, recheck the vehicle with the HDS for any pending or confirmed DTCs. If the P0088 code appears again, the failure is likely reproducible, which warrants proceeding to the next step in the diagnostic process. For the third troubleshooting step related to DTC P0088, the focus shifts to checking the fuel rail pressure sensor. Begin by turning the vehicle off and removing the PGM-FI main relay 2 from the auxiliary underhood fuse relay box. This relieves pressure on the fuel rail and allows for a safe evaluation of the fuel pressure metrics. Start the engine after this adjustment and allow it to idle until it eventually stalls. This ensures that all fuel pressure is relieved and any erroneous signals can be identified. Following this, press the accelerator pedal fully and crank the engine several times to get a reading on the fuel pressure converted from the pressure sensor. If the reading is below the specified threshold of 1000 kilopascal, it indicates that the fuel pressure sensor and system are operating correctly. Conversely, if it exceeds this threshold, it would necessitate sensor replacement. In the fourth troubleshooting step for DTC P0088, it is imperative to reinstall the PGM-FI main relay 2 to restore the system's pressure-related functions. Begin with the vehicle turned off, then reinstall the relay before starting the engine again. After the engine is running, hold the RPM steady at 3000 without load until the radiator fan activates, similar to earlier steps. Once stabilized, shift the transmission into drive D while firmly pressing the brake and hold the accelerator down. This is crucial for maintaining engine speed without sudden load changes affecting pressure readings. Use the HDS to check the values for the fuel pressure converted from the pressure sensor and the direct injection fuel pressure. If the two readings are approximately equal and the relief valve indicates a closed status, it confirms that the fuel rail pressure sensor operates correctly. If not, depending on the values observed, the next steps would involve either replacing the fuel rail pressure sensor or inspecting the high-pressure fuel pump. The final troubleshooting step for DTC P0088 entails evaluating the fuel pressure on the low-pressure side of the fuel system. This assessment is crucial to determine whether the high-pressure fuel pump is functional. Check the current fuel pressure reading, which should align with specifications under normal operating conditions. If the fuel pressure is deemed acceptable, it indicates that the high-pressure fuel pump is likely faulty, necessitating its replacement. Should the pressure readings fall outside acceptable ranges, a thorough inspection of the entire fuel supply system on the low-pressure side is warranted to identify possible leaks, blockages, or other abnormalities that may be affecting the overall system. Proper execution of this step will ensure that all components are functioning as intended, resolving DTC P0088 and restoring engine performance. After addressing the issues related to DTC P0088 and making necessary repairs, it is vital to verify that the problem has been resolved. Begin by clearing the DTC through the HDS, which resets the engine control module and related systems. Following this reset, it is essential to retest the vehicle to ensure that no fault codes reappear. During this retest, pay particular attention to the engine performance. Smooth idling, accurate fuel delivery, and no triggering of the check engine light are key indicators of successful repairs. Additionally, monitor fuel pressure readings once more to confirm stability across all measures. If the DTC does not return and the vehicle operates without issues, this signifies that the repairs have been effectively implemented. Preventive maintenance can significantly reduce the likelihood of encountering DTC P0088 in the future. Conducting regular checks on the fuel rail pressure sensor is essential since this component plays a vital role in the system's operation. Additionally, keeping tabs on the high-pressure fuel pump's function and performance will help to maintain appropriate fuel delivery levels. Regular inspections of wiring connections involved in the fuel delivery system can prevent poor connections and electrical issues that could lead to inaccurate sensor readings. Implementing these preventive steps ensures a more reliable operating vehicle as well as a more efficient fuel system, minimizing the risk of major repairs down the line. In conclusion, DTC P0088 regarding high fuel rail pressure highlights the importance of accurate sensor function and system integrity in a Honda Pilot from 2016 to 2022. Identifying and correcting issues in the fuel delivery system directly impacts engine performance and efficiency. The steps outlined for troubleshooting this diagnostic code are crucial for ensuring a thorough inspection of all potential problem areas, leading to effective repair solutions. Implementing a consistent preventive maintenance routine, including sensor checks and fuel system evaluations, can significantly mitigate the chances of encountering such codes in the future. Overall, understanding and promptly addressing DTC P0088 will lead to a safer and more reliable driving experience. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.